What's up, family? Just another beautiful day of loving, giving thanks to the Creator whoever He might conceive him or her to be. Listen, this script I'm going to put here is about they're saying that these alien ships supposed to come in November. No, it's supposed to come in September. I don't know what's going on, but they're saying that these aliens are 7 feet tall and they're African Americans. How the fuck they know that they're African Americans? How the fuck they know they look like African Americans? They're black aliens coming here in September. Now I wish I come because fuck, I want to go out of here, I want to leave. I was like, God, take me up, let me get the fuck out of here. Go someplace different anyway, folks. This script will show you. They tell you exactly what they look like. Hang on, folks. I am piggybacking off of her. She is so pretty. She is so pretty.
There is one image there that shows white people getting off.
So people with dark skin getting off.
Not dark, black.
Black skin.
Really black. Yeah.
Were they tall?
Yes.
Very tall?
Yeah.
How tall? Do you know?
Well, they got out the doorway. I don't know how high that is, but
Well, what?
they say 7 feet would be probably a conservative estimate.
Huge cigar-shaped ship appeared over the airport base. These cigar-shaped ships were over
She
a
is so
mile
pretty.
in length. One
Pretty
of
girl.
them landed on the airport landing strip area. The back of this craft opened up, and several hundred young men with huge, heavy weapons came out of two sides of the ship and formed a protection line around the ship. And the people at that Air Force base, the commander, had a meeting with the individuals that were aboard this ship, and this particular race that landed those ships and that are seen in these huge cigar-shaped ships, they are a black race. They look like African Americans. They were about 6'4", 6'5", huge weapons. And if you've ever seen a race of people that were conquerors, that had never been conquered, they've got this look about them of arrogance. That's exactly what these extraterrestrials had, and they informed these people at this American Air Force base that not only were they from a militaristic society, but they had controlled a large portion of the galaxy that we live in.
Said the African Americans are aliens, baby, and they coming to get us by time. Okay, it's been over 500 years by time these motherfuckers came back.
For real. Let me get the fuck
Now,
out of
here's
here.
the situation. You know they gonna pull up late because they on CPT time, so they don't know if they can do it September, October, November, baby, whatever.
She's
We
too
got at
cute.
least a month or so to get all our shit ready so we can be prepared for our first ship out this. Now, here's a list of some things that I think we need. Dewey sausage, edge control, barbecue sauce, a fan, aluminum deodorant.
I'm talking about some aliens coming here, man. What's this? Y'all hear that?
Now, I want to see what the Christians are saying. I want to see what they're saying. Come on.
She's so cute.
I've been seeing a lot of black people on this TikTok saying that the Anunnakis are ancestors. Please don't believe that. And Anunnakis come from Satan. They're not of God. And the Lord revealed to me in a dream that when they do come back, they're not here to have fun with you. No, they're here to kill. They're here to unalive.
Okay. That's one opinion. Now, she said the aliens are coming back to demonically rapture you.
I was sitting before the Lord. I wasn't praying. I wasn't worshiping or anything. I was just sitting before God, just ready in a posture to hear what the Lord may say. I wasn't expecting any grandiose revelation. I do like to journal, so I was just kind of journaling whatever the Lord brought to my attention. And eventually I actually dozed off. I literally was just dozing off. Just now, I literally dozed off. And the moment I started to doze off, I heard something in the middle of me dozing off. I heard a question, and the question was, why are they so bent on convincing you that they have access to space? Why are they so bent on convincing people that they can go to space? As you can see, I literally just scribbled it down, and it's a mess because I was asleep. As soon as I heard it, I got a clear answer. In the end times, there will be non-human creatures, and I'm going to call them aliens because that's how they will be presented to humanity. There will be non-human creatures offering to take humanity off the planet before Jesus judges the earth. There are going to be non-human creatures offering demonic raptures to the wicked. Now, when you look at a picture of the rapture biblically, right, this is a biblical rapture, they're being taken up into glory with Jesus. They're going up into the heavenly places where Jesus is, right? Now, when you look at a picture of an alien abduction, it also looks like they're being raptured up. They're being taken up, but they're not going up into glory. They're going up into this demonic space UFO situation. These entities in the end times will make an appearance to Earth and offer the wicked to take them up to space. Obviously, we know that the devil cannot create anything. He just perverts everything. And so the devil cannot rapture anyone. That's only what God can do. But what he's doing is he's perverting the holy rapture of God, and he's twisting it and making it to where he would convince humanity that aliens can rapture them up to space before the judgment and wrath of God. God made it clear to me, though, that you cannot get to space. There's a dome. Okay. Never been able to go to space. There's no way you can't go to space unless God himself takes you out there. But you can't go to space. And so these creatures will be offering people to go to space. I will take you. And this is why this New Age movement was so heavily pushed back in like right around COVID. This New Age movement really pushed the whole Anunnaki, the whole enlightenment, higher consciousness, this whole alien God situation, because they were trying to get humanity to become more acquainted and familiar of the idea of aliens saving the day. Aliens coming to take the people to higher consciousness, higher realm.
Okay, that sounds kind of convincing.
The heavenly places in Genesis, the Tower of Babel, they were trying to build a tower to the heavenly places. They were trying to get up into space, but God scattered them and confused and confounded them. No one can get to space. No one can get to space. Those who are trying so hard to get there, it's not real. The whole situation back in the 50s and 40s where they were trying to get to the moon, that was real. All of it was staged because they were preparing people for the end times and indoctrinating and programming them with the idea that, hey, we can access space. So that when Project Bluebeam, whatever, people talk about Project Bluebeam, but when these aliens show up, they have a track record of, yeah, we can go to space, and these creatures can take you up there. So if you want to leave the earth before God judges you, go on these spaceships with these aliens, these creatures, they'll take you up, they'll rapture you up so you can go to space. Of course, many people would be wondering, why would the government do all this? What would the government have to do with aliens? Well, a lot of the government is bound by aliens and these demonic creatures. They worship these fallen angel beings. They worship them. They have contracts and covenants with them. They are being told what to do. They're being told what to do. And so there's a whole demonic plan that they are bound to. Okay. And so they've been progressing this plan up until literally the end times. And they're all on a time frame. They're all on a timeline.
Okay.
So her take kind of makes you think about this being and this feeling like the same energy when it comes down to the rapture. Because it did make sense when she was talking about how the beam up and the rapture kind of look the same, of this light coming down and floating you up to the top, and you're being saved and you're about to head off into a better place. Then she also brought up the take on how the government has these, contracts with these demons, these aliens. They're going to experiment and harvest human bodies. Satan needs bodies. And they've globalized and accepted all of this new age and this spiritual stuff and actually probably making the living conditions of America, or just the living conditions of being on this planet, worse, specifically because they're trying to create a new savior. These spells over consciousness only last for so long, and when that those spells start to wear off, people are starting to wake up to the conditions of what they're experiencing, and they trying to find a way out. So then they create this new
piggybacking off of her.
The whole Project Bluebeam situation, right? Same thing they did with
nice
Jesus
looking lady.
and the but that's just my personal opinion. My Christian subscribers, please don't be mad at me, okay? It's just my take. Now, she said they're trying to do all of this before Judgment Day, before, God comes down and the judgment comes. So, in their story, the demons are the aliens that are going to try to, snack up as much as people as they can before that comes. Now, it's true. The government has done all of the work to deny alien abduction stories. Suddenly they're pushing and incoming spaceships talking about the existence of aliens. And from what I'm hearing,
been pushing it.
That she and the vision that she was seeing, she knows about what's going on in Hollywood and politics and the manipulation and control of the consciousness of the population. I can tell that she's like, there. The Anunnaki, the ancestors, and the aliens are demons, from what we know from the Christian community. Now, I will say that it's easier to categorize and it's harder to have discernment and your spiritual eyes open that your God gave to you. It's easier to label an alien race, ancestry, or even just one specific alien race all the demonic. Anything that is not of what you follow is demonic. That's just the mindset. Same mindset that racist people have. It seems like everybody is waiting for this one day for this savior to come in and just take you away. And even this judgment day that's going to happen. And you're going to be taken away from this life that your soul chose to live. And you chose to come down on this planet at this specific
Okay, I got
time.
this. Okay, my take on that is this. If we live in a dome and no person can penetrate the dome, how can aliens penetrate the dome to get in here? That's my take on that. And the moon landing was fake. That we know also. Okay, that was number one. Number two, if Jesus did not come here when we were going through slavery and being slaughtered and killed and raped, and he didn't come then, he can come now? And then again, I don't believe God judging a person. God is not here to judge you for what you're doing. If we come here from the spirit world to experience what it is to be physical, and we are part of the Creator, how come we can come here to judge us for being who we are when He knows we come here to experience what it is to be physical? So that's my take on that too. But this judgment thing, I don't fall for it because I don't see how God going to judge us when He know our thoughts before we think what He knows what we're going to think about. So how He can come to judge us for what we're doing here on the physical earth? All right, folks. And then, folks, if you comment, like, share, thumbs up, think for yourself. Think for yourself. I'm all here. Peace out. Lots of love.